everyone, so today I decided to do a complete drugstore look. I show you how to do everything from what I'm wearing on my face, blush, bronzer, eyebrows, the whole look. Of course I have the one eye done as usual, but I am using some new products. I want to do a review on these Avon Extra Lasting Shadow Sticks. I have a ton of them. I've used them before in tutorials, but I'm using the one in Sapphire, which is a navy blue, just to kind of make the colors that we're using for this look to pop a little bit better, because I don't necessarily have a drugstore primer. Like the primer potion that I use is from Urban Decay, the Lorax. It's not really drugstore, so I don't have one. So to me, this is drugstore price tag. So I use that in the video. Let's see, I use Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I use 4 different colors, and I'm going to show you what they are. I use Ocean Breeze, which is a really beautiful navy. Got a little bit of a metallic sheen there. Get a tissue to wipe all this off. I use the color Cupcake, which is a kind of rosy mauve color. There, that one's really nice. And I use the color Peach Smoothie, which is a peachy matte shade, which for this tone, this color may not be one that you want to use unless you want it to be a little bit more dramatic, because for me, the Peach Smoothie is not that much of a contrast between my skin and the actual shadow. You can definitely use one that's closer to your skin type if you want it to be the same effect the way it looks on me for it to look on you. But if you want it to be more dramatic, if you're medium, tan, or even deeper, this definitely will show up, so it's going to look a little different. If you're lighter, maybe go with something more like a vanilla ivory kind of shade. And then the final color is called Mocha. And let me swatch this one for you. And no, I should have chosen a different finger. I'm not flipping you off. But this is the Mocha. It's a nice kind of deep chocolatey brown. So I really like that. They're really soft and creamy. I will probably be reviewing these shadows because I have a few, or a ton, to show you. So that is the look. I'm going to insert some pictures so you can see it a little bit up close. I hope that you will enjoy this look and you will try it out. Everything that I use will be below as always. So links as well to my blog, Twitter, Instagram, you know, the whole thing. So if you want to see how to do this look, then keep watching and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do for this look, in order to prevent any creasing or fading of the colors, you want to add a base to it. I'm going to use this one because I don't have a primer that's a drugstore brand. So this is the Avon Extra Lasting Eyeshadow Pencil in the color Sapphire. And this is basically a twist-up product that has a cream, kind of basically like a cream shadow. So we're going to apply that, and then we're going to blend that out with a concealer style brush. This is one from Coastal Scents. I will be reviewing those brushes very soon. So take this color, and it's like a navy color, and we're going to apply that to the lower lid area, sticking really close to the lashes, because with that brush we're going to kind of pull this up a little bit towards the crease area. And you want to keep it very thin because these products, as you can see, are very saturated and very, very pigmented. And if you need to, go in with your finger. Sometimes your fingers are really the best tools for this. So just keep blending and softening out any of the harsh lines that you may have from the product. Okay, so once you have that placed exactly where you want it, again, this is very optional. You can use other products, other cream shadow sticks from like NYX, or Milani has some. So we're going to leave that alone, and we're going to work on the crease. So take a fluffy crease brush. I'm using one from Sephora. And it looks like that. I'm going to take the color Peach Smoothie. And again, it's just a matte peach color. Taking that on my crease brush, and I'm just going to go right in my crease area. And I'm going to bring it all the way up to my brow area. Just like so. And just kind of buff this out. What you want is a very soft, kind of blown out effect. You want this to be very seamless, because the navy color we're going to be using is going to be pretty intense. So just bring that all the way up into the brow bone area. And for me, this color has a little bit of contrast against my skin tone, but it's not so bad because I am kind of fair. So if you are a little bit darker than me, medium tan or deeper skin, just find a color from the drugstore that's very close to your skin tone. Maybe just a hair deeper than your natural skin color, because that way it'll give you the same effect as this color is for me. Then I'm going to go in with the color Ocean Breeze, and this is also another Makeup Geek eyeshadow, with the same brush that we use to blend out the Avon cream shadow. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to pat this right over that base. A patting motion is going to prevent fallout. I haven't done much concealer on this side, so just kind of pat that color. As you can see, when you do that, it intensifies this color so much and it makes it look so beautiful. And just pat it right over that base. And just focus on keeping the color really close to the lashes. Just like so. Then you want to take a fluffy crease brush, a clean one, and go around the edges of that navy color and buff that out. Just to kind of, again, get rid of any harsh lines, because this is a very seamless look, as you can see here on this other eye. So blend, blend, blend. And this color is so beautiful. I love this blue color. Gorgeous. So once you have that kind of blended out somewhat, I'm going to be switching to another brush that's for the crease. But this one is a little bit softer. It's an airbrush crease brush from Sephora. And I want this one because I want a specific effect. So I'm going to take the eyeshadow in Cupcake, which is a matte, kind of rosy mauve color. It's kind of maybe coming off a little pink on camera, but it's a rosy mauve. Again, this is another Makeup Geek color. And I'm going to apply that right on this outer corner of the eye, the outer V. I'm going to just kind of start by stamping that product right on the outer part of the eye. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to kind of do the window sweeping motions and just kind of buff that right into the crease. As you can see, I have it really intense here, and then it just kind of starts to fade very lightly into the inner corner. So just keep basically stamping it right on this outer V. And you can intensify this to be as dark as you want. I just want it to be kind of intense, but at the same time more on the wearable side for the daytime. And then again, buffing it out. I love this brush because it's so fluffy, as you can see, and just the bristles are really nice. And so just keep tapping that. And then once I have that down to my preference, I'm going to take the same crease brush we used earlier with the peach smoothie color. Again, is that matte peach color. And I'm going to go right around the edges of that Cupcake color. So it's just going to create like a halo effect. And it's just such a gorgeous effect that it gives. I'm going to switch to a really small eyeliner brush. This is an angled one. Again, this is from Coastal Scents. Actually, that's my brown one. This one, it's a little bit bigger than the one I just showed you. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Mocha, which is a matte deep brown color. And I'll just show you a little swatch of that. It's a nice color. Very soft, even though it's kind of dark. It's very soft and wearable, which I like. So taking that on that angle brush, and I'm going to apply this really close to my lower lash line, right where they meet the base of my lashes, or the roots meet my waterline. Really, really close, just to kind of deepen this out a little bit without having to apply too many products in the lower lash line. We want to keep this very daytime appropriate. Just like that. And then you can just soften out any lines with your finger. Just like so. And then what I'm going to do is take a smudgy brush. Really any size will work. I'm just going to use another one from Coastal Scents. I'm going to mix the Cupcake and the peach smoothie color. And I'm going to run that right around the edges of that brown, just to kind of soften it out a little bit. And that gets rid of any sort of harsh lines that you have. Okay, so for eyeliner, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim in black. I'm sticking really, really close to the lashes. I just want just a subtle line, nothing too intense and crazy. And then I'm going to take that same eyeliner and I'm going to do some tight lining with it. Not getting so close to where the waterline starts to get closer to my actual eyeball, but just right where the lashes and the upper lash line meet that flap of skin, that sounds so gross, where it meets that skin. You can definitely pull your lid up a little bit. As you can see, I'm not really getting too close because I don't want this liquid liner product to get into my eye. But basically what I'm doing is kind of sealing in any little gaps between the liner and my lashes because I'm not going to tight line with a pencil. So you could just kind of just, with the tip of your eyeliner, should be enough product to really get in there. And it's just really minor little details like that that really make the look complete. So for mascara, I'm going to use my Maybelline The Rocket Volume, of course. What else would I be using? So I'm going to apply this to my upper lashes. Now before we go on to the lower lashes, I do need to do some concealer. I'm going to go with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. Using a Sigma F86 brush, I'm going to blend that out. And I'm going to bring it as close to that eyeshadow as possible without taking some of the shadow off. And then whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to just kind of swoop it down right here where I have kind of like some larger pores here, so I'm just going to kind of buff this out. Because I technically don't really have a drugstore foundation, so I'm just going to use my concealer and kind of buff that everywhere. I'm going to take my Revlon Nearly Naked powder in the shade Fair, number 10. And I'm going to use that very lightly to set that under eye concealer. This product doesn't have a lot of pigmentation, so it's really perfect for just setting your concealer. Okay, so then we have to do some mascara. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara in Waterproof. I actually got this from the Dollar Tree a little while ago, so I'm going to put this on my lower lashes. I'm going to use my Garnier BB cream all over, just because I don't really have, like I said, a foundation. So I'm going to just take that and just put a couple dots on my face here. Just really where I need a little extra coverage. This product is super liquidy, but it definitely does give some coverage. And hopefully you'll be able to see that. Don't I look pretty? Should I just go out like this today, you guys? Then I'm going to take a brush like this one. This is another Coastal Scents brush. And I'm just going to kind of stipple that all over my face. Let's move on to the brows because I'm looking kind of crazy right now. So I'm going to use my NYX Eyebrow Kit in Brunette, and the color that I'm going to use is this dark shade here. And I'm going to use that with a really small angled eyeliner brush. Okay, so I'm going to set my brows with the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. Okay, so we still have a little bit of products to apply, and so the next thing is some bronzer so that I can get some color. I'm wearing a really neon color shirt, so that makes me look like I have some color, which I love. So I'm going to use my Revlon Photo Ready bronzer in Bronzed in Chic. I'm not sure if this is being discontinued because I did get it from Biglots, but just your favorite drugstore bronzer would work. I'm using a Coastal Scents brush that looks like this, very fluffy, and has the soft bristles. And I'm just going to basically swirl it in there and then just start applying it As you can see, it gives me a lot of color. I'm just going to basically buff that all over my hairline. And then kind of, not really a contour, but definitely in this cheek area here. And then under this area. And I'm just kind of sticking to the outer portions of my face because it just looks more natural like that. And sometimes whatever's left on my brush, I'll just kind of run it over my nose, the sides of my nose. I have contoured with this product before and it works really, really great. I love the options. And then just whatever's left, dust it on the center of your face. You want to keep that kind of the center more light so it just makes it look highlighted. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to use my Milani Bella Rosa blush. This brush is so crazy beautiful, you guys. It's amazing. I have swatches on my blog, put a link to it below. But as you can see, it's very, very intense. It's like a raspberry shade. So this one is very scary. But trust me, it's one of the most natural colors that you can find because it definitely adds just a natural flush to the skin. So I'm using a Coastal Scents angled blush brush. Picking up just literally, I'm going to show you, just tap it once in there because that picks up so much product. And then tap off some of it on a tissue. And then just smile. You can see. Beautiful. I love this color. Hopefully you guys can see that. It looks, like I said in my blog, it looks kind of scary, and if you're not really into these types of color, you'll probably think, oh, no thank you. But it is really, really beautiful. I love it. And every time I go for the other one, there's another matte one, but it's always sold out, so I'll get to it eventually. And then just kind of buff that out a little bit. And then what I like to do is use the same brush that I use for my foundation, and then just kind of go over that, and it's going to soften out any harsh lines, and it's just going to make it look like a nice glow. I love the effect that blush gives the face. It's just, there's nothing like it. So now for lips, let's see, what am I going to use? I think I'm going to go in with my Rimmel London Show Off Lip Lacquer. This one is in the color Luna, and I'll do a little swatchy swatch. Gorgeous, gorgeous peach, like the applicator. I think I did a blog post on this back months ago, so if I do, I'll put a link to it below. As you can see, it's crazy freaking thin. I really like these. I like the doe foot applicator. It comes to like a nice point. You can really get right around your Cupid's bow. And then with my finger, I'm going to kind of blend this out because this kind of looks a little crazy. Just kind of soften that out. And you can go in with a gloss. I might even try putting on this Milani Brilliant Shine in Coral Crush. I think I might do a little bit of this. Nothing too much. And I'm going to blend it with my finger. Definitely adds a little bit more of a pinky vibe to it. And it's not so bright because that Luna shade was kind of bright. And a little trick to make your lips look a little fuller, if you go like right with the product right where the lip line meets your actual lips, but kind of starts to come up to this upper lip area, just lightly go a little bit outside the line. It makes your lips look a little fuller. And I've been doing that a lot lately, and I like it. So that is it. That's the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. As I said in the beginning of the video, every single product that I use will be listed in the info box, so definitely expand that. Links to my blog and any posts of reviews of any of the products that I use will be on there as well. I have some reviews coming up, so if you see me with the same shirt, that's probably what it is. I'm doing just a lot of videos today. So thanks again for tuning in for this video. Check out the bottom bar. I have a lot of information for you. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you as part of my family here on YouTube. I will also put my username somewhere around the screen for Twitter and Instagram, so you can follow me there and connect with me if you'd like. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye!